Alright, so today is May 14th, which is what? Which makes this day 10 or 11. One of those two. Anyways, it's arm day, so that's the most important, right? So we're going on a pretty early morning lift. Got a little bit of a later start than I would have because my check engine light is on. I got my oil pump or something like that changed the other day, and now my engine light's on, so I have to go get that checked out. Well, it seems like when I'm not working, that's when all my car decides to just take a dump. So, but anyways, today's arm day, so we'll be going to Planet Fitness, obviously. Gonna kind of just do our basic lift today. Keep it simple. So yeah, nothing really different today. Keep it simple today. Try to see how good the pump is. Weight is at 286 the last couple days consecutively. So maybe might be losing a little bit of weight. It's a slow process, so I'm not too worried about just a little bit of a plateau, keeping my protein high, lowering my fat a little bit, doing better on my carbs actually. You gotta make sure you get your carbs and get enough fiber when you're doing this diet plans. Especially with me, I get about 250 grams of protein a day. I know I weigh 286, and they say you're supposed to do 1 gram per pound of body weight, but honestly, I think a lot of my body weight probably is in leg muscle. So kind of what I think maybe my lean body weight is, so like 250, 260. Plus, it's just hard to get 286 grams of protein, especially on a like a cut, like going on a cut and getting 286 grams of protein while also getting enough carbs and fats and stuff is pretty difficult and can be expensive. So I think getting to about 250 a day isn't too bad. Sweet potatoes for my carbs and fiber, that has probably been the best change I've made, I have to say, because if you just eat too much protein without enough fiber in your diet, not good. So get kind of constipated and stuff like that. So I would say just make sure you get enough fiber in your diet. When you eat the sweet potato, you gotta eat the whole thing, the skin and all. So you're actually supposed to be eating the skin of potatoes. So that's where you get all your nutrients from and fiber and all that. So yeah, and also it doesn't really taste that good. So I don't know why as a kid I was like always grossed out by doing that, but nowadays I eat it like it's nothing. So gym's pretty busy for, I think it's only like 6:30, 7 maybe. They opened at 4, I think. I was gonna go with Sarah today, but she had to work last night. She didn't get home until 4:30, so she decided to go ahead and take a nap, which can't blame her. So, but we're gonna go ahead and get in here, do bicep workout. It's gonna look like, you know, basic biceps, you know, just you know, cable curls, some focused, you know, curls, and try to keep the weight up, you know, try to keep that, you know, muscle on while we're cutting down. So, you know, gonna do abs and calves also, and some, you know, do cardio. So we are going to go ahead and get in there, get that done. Depending on how much my car costs me to fix later, I will be possibly getting a tripod soon so I can take videos in the gym. So stay blessed and stay pumped, guys. I'll see you guys after the workout. So arm day is done. It was a good arm day. I got a good pump. Wasn't really able to get a good pose down video. Got a couple pictures, but people were in the locker room. I don't want to impose, and people are in the locker room changing and stuff. Probably shouldn't be doing it anyways. So, but I did my normal workout, you know, shoulder press with dumbbells, and then some lateral raises with the dumbbells, and hit some hammer curls with dumbbells. So after I did those, I moved over to doing bicep curls with cable, you know, unilateral bicep curls, and then superset that with tricep push downs and pull downs. And then after I did those, I had a pretty good pump, like I said, but then tried to go do a pump check, but kind of got cut short and I was able to do it. So to keep it, I went ahead and I saw the other day, I saw a video of Mike Menser doing, you know, where you do lat pull downs, just take the bar and then do close-handed, under-gripped pull downs, and it focuses on your biceps. So I did those, and it works pretty good. Might keep doing that, see where it goes. Kind of like it. You have to make sure you don't go too heavy on it, though, because I feel if you go too heavy, you do end up using your back maybe a little bit too much on it. And if you're really trying to focus on your biceps, then, you know, probably would be better just to go a little bit lighter, make sure you kind of isolate the bicep doing the work. But I mean, unless you want to introduce it on your back day, maybe, if you do like back and thighs. I know some people do that with the back split, they do back and biceps on the same day. So, I mean, if you wanted to, you could just do regular pull downs and then also do some of those, just work your biceps. Maybe a little heavier. I mean, you're still going to get a back workout, and then your biceps are going to get a workout. So, I mean, if that's what you want to do, might not be a bad idea. But yeah, just, you know, it's just trying stuff out, see how I like it. On my way to go get my car looked at, because like I said, the engine light came on. So I'm gonna go see to the dealership today, see if maybe if they can take a look at it and find the problem. Probably gonna cost me another $600, but you know, or more. But what are you gonna do? I need this thing running for work, so I'm gonna go do that. Which is unfortunate because I usually like to try to eat a good meal post lift, like pretty soon after, which is not going to happen today. So I think what I'm gonna do is maybe stop, get one of True Mood protein milk things, 42 grams of protein, pretty low calorie. I'll get my protein in. So might be what I have to do today. Not usually something I like to do, but I usually to try to get a good balance of either some rice, sweet potato, chicken, eggs, stuff like that. But I might have to just go with the protein shake today. And like I said, if you can drink whey protein, drink whey protein. I mean, it's been found to be the best protein supplement, source of protein, whatever you want to say, for muscle growth. Unfortunately, I can't take it. When I first started lifting, I did, and gave me a severe allergic reaction. So now I kind of focus more on just I drink like a pea and quinoa blend protein powder, which isn't great, but it's what I have to do. So yeah, but other than that, don't have much going on today after I get this car looked at, really. And really sucks. Just sucks having your car keep having things go wrong with it that you have to go fix. And honestly, I took it the other day to fix something because I wanted to be proactive, even though they said it wasn't really all that bad. And then now my engine light's on. So it's like, try to be proactive, and maybe they just messed up a sensor or something. I don't know. But hopefully, like I said, I can take it in. They can go ahead and diagnose it. Let me know what it is. Fix it, whatever way it has to be done. And I can get out of here without spending too much cash. But yeah, so feeling pretty good today. I think the diet plan's been going pretty good. I have been staying under my calories. I think it was in my first video. I said something about, you still want to have some fats in your diet, but if you're diet down, you kind of want to cut back on the fat. I mean, I'm realizing just cut back on the fat and focus more on carbs and protein. Then keeping protein pretty high, like I said, and then carbs. Been doing better on with the sweet potatoes and rice, stuff like that. Also, I've been having some extra small, like pre-cooked shrimp, frozen shrimp, and that was some chicken, rice, and broccoli. Got a pretty high protein meal, relatively low calorie, and very filling. So, and it doesn't really take that long. I mean, the chicken actually probably takes the longest out of all of that to cook. So, if you want something quick, cook some chicken up. I mean, I just kind of toss the rice in a bowl with water for a couple, 5-6 minutes, and it still has enough water in it. So then I end up putting broccoli and shrimp in the pan, and then add the rice with the water, and then kind of stir it and stuff until the water's gone from the rice, and then chicken's done, cut it up, put it in there, and that's one way that I'm able, because I usually like using condiments with my chicken, or ranch, or things like that, honey mustard. But those things are kind of, they're very calorie dense, and in a dieting cut context, really probably not the most optimal foods to be eating. But I can't eat just plain chicken and hot sauce. I mean, it's good, but I don't know, kind of acidity gets to you, I think, after a while, for me anyway. I tried that in the past. I just can't handle that much hot sauce, I guess. But so yeah, so I mean, put it in with rice, rice, shrimp, broccoli, maybe even add a little low-fat cheese on top. It's pretty good, and I would recommend it, because I'm finding that even on this cut, if you're eating good whole foods, it almost is hard for me to eat enough food now, and I'm still under calorie. So I can only imagine if you're trying to do a clean bulk and eat the right foods, that's going to be pretty difficult. Now, I probably will end up, if I go on a bulk one day, after I try to cut down all this weight, I do plan on probably cutting out, or not cutting up, and probably will end up starting eating, maybe I really like Zaxby's fast food and stuff. Now, you shouldn't eat it all. You should probably try to get most of your calories from good whole foods like chicken, steak. I'll probably do more steak during a bulk, just because it has more fats and calories and protein and all that. You can eat less steak and get more calories and protein and fats than if you eat chicken. Chicken is good for cutting. I think a lot of people talk about red meat being bad for you, but honestly, when I'm eating more steak, I feel way better than I ever do when I'm eating only chicken, rice, and broccoli. Now, that's not to say that you should, I know they say red meat and stuff like that bad for your cholesterol and stuff. I mean, you can get steak that doesn't have necessarily a bunch of fat. Personally, ribeyes are my favorite, but that has quite a bit of fat on it. So, you can get other steak types that are a little leaner. But I think adding steak in every once in a while is a good idea. At least every other day, or something like that, every couple days. Just, I don't know, you can get a lot of iron from it too. That's the other thing. If you're not taking a bunch of supplements, steak is pretty vitamin dense. Chicken, not so much. So if you're don't want to be taking a bunch of pills and supplements, then steak is a good way to get all your vitamins and minerals that you need for good health. Now, I would recommend taking either fish oil or maybe even flaxseed oil, depending on what you want to do, to help with heart health if you're eating more steak. Also, doing your cardio. So, doing your cardio, you're helping your cardiovascular system, so that maybe the fats and stuff from steaks, red meat, might not congeal or sit and build up as much, maybe. I don't have any hard evidence on that, but that kind of just makes sense to me. So, I don't know. not exactly very scientific, but oftentimes I find that a lot of the science-based lifters, sometimes, they're not exactly all that big. As guys who maybe take a little bit more of a bro science type way of thinking. Now, like I said before, that guy goes into the whole whether or not you should do cheat curls or not. I don't know. I see a lot of guys I see do cheat curls. They usually have the biggest arms. So obviously something they're doing works. I think when you're young, you should try to go heavy. Or, don't hurt yourself, but try to go heavier just because I think it might be better to go heavy to build, and grow. And then when you get, a little bit older, maybe then go for more optimal and, perfect reps or perfect lifting technique or whatever. Just because I don't know, it kind of makes sense to me. You're young, your body's able to handle a little bit more extreme stresses usually. So when you're young, 17, maybe even 16, but like 17 to, I guess 24, 23, maybe, I think that's really a good time to be trying to go heavy and just push your limits. And then as you get a little bit older, try to perfect your lifts a little bit, maybe focus more on traction. But if you went hard, you should have built a pretty good amount of muscle that contraction will actually have some kind of results. So, also, I hear a lot of talk about, full range of motion, or, more, I don't know, I guess condensed reps, or, not doing full range of motion, basically. And personally, I always do full range of motion just because I think that it might be, in the long run, the healthiest option just for your joints and everything. And maybe even in the long run just help with actual strength, because if you're only, strong in partial, of the rep or range of motion, you can push maybe a lot more weight in that small range. But if you go full range of motion, that's just really actually your real strength, to the point where, I don't know. I think it, people do partials a lot of times just so they can put up a little bit more weight to look cooler. And I don't know. I think full range of motion will win. And some of the studies even say about it be healthier for long term. You'll have, like, if you're bench pressing and you do full range of motion, that you will actually end up having more, better long-term health of your shoulders, which I can believe that. So something I trying to do, and I'll probably keep doing and see how that works for me. But if you think partial reps is the way to go, do it. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but personally, I do full range of motion. Try to get the best out of my lifts. And I also feel like maybe when you're doing partial reps, you actually might have a better chance of tearing something. Only because when you do that partial rep, you are. I mean, I guess I can see that if you full range of motion, the argument is that at the top and the bottom of the rep, you are losing tension at at those points. So if you do the partials, you're keeping the tension the whole time, which is fair. That's a fair point, but I think it might end up actually putting too much stress on your ligaments, joints, and even the muscles. So when you get into that heavier weight, it might just give out on you. So you might just tear right through that muscle. So just something to think about. Oh, it's not tear. Something to think about. And pulling into the dealership now. Tomorrow we got